Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. After interviewing more than 500 of the exceedingly wealthy people of his time, Napoleon Hill uncovered the secret to acquire great wealth based on the idea that if we can learn to think like the rich, we can discover wealth and success. Step 1 to riches, the power of thought. Truly, thoughts are powerful things when mixed with purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects. All achievement, all earned riches have their beginning in a thought. Edwin C. Barnes developed a burning desire to become a business associate of Thomas Edison. He did not know Mr. Edison and didn't have enough money to travel to his office in Orange, New Jersey. But he was so determined to become Edison's partner that he traveled on a free train. When he arrived at Edison's office, Barnes put him on notice that he had come to go into business with the inventor. Barnes did not get his partnership with Edison right away. Instead, he started working at a very nominal wage. Months went by, but apparently nothing happened to bring Barnes any closer to turning his desire into reality. But Barnes' determination was so strong that he decided, I came here to go into business with Edison and I'll accomplish this end even if it takes me the remainder of my life. And he truly meant it. He would stand by his definite purpose until it became an all-consuming obsession. Every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut off all the sources of retreat. And when you cut off all the sources of retreat, you have no other choice but to win or perish. When a man really desires to think so deeply that he is willing to stake his entire future on a single turn of the wheel in order to get it, he is sure to win. When opportunity came, it appeared in a different form and from a different direction than Barnes had expected. Opportunity has a sly habit of slipping in by the back door and often comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. Edison had just perfected Edison dictating machine and his salesmen were not enthusiastic about it. They did not believe that it could be sold without great effort. Barnes saw this opportunity and told Edison that he can sell the Ediphone. In fact, he sold it so successfully that Edison gave him a contract to distribute and market it all over the nation. This business alliance not only made Barnes rich in money, but he also accomplished his definite major purpose in life. Barnes' desire was not a hope, it was not a wish, it was a keen pulsating desire which transcended everything else. Wishing will not bring riches, but desiring riches with a state of mind that becomes an obsession, then planning definite ways and means to acquire riches, and backing those plans with persistence which does not recognize failure will bring riches. Success comes to those who become success conscious. Failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. Thoughts of poverty will translate into physical reality just as quickly as it will influence us to act upon thoughts of riches. Our brains become magnetized with the dominating thoughts we hold in our minds. These magnets attract to us the forces, the people, and the circumstances of life which harmonize with the nature of our dominating thoughts. The method by which desire for riches can be transmuted into its financial equivalent consists of 6 definite practical steps. Step 1. Fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. It's not enough to say, I want more money. Be definite as to the amount. As Tony Robbins says, clarity is power. The more clear you are about exactly what it is you want, the more your brain knows how to get there. Step 2. Determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There is no such thing as something for nothing. Step 3. Establish a definite date by which you intend to possess the money you desire. Step 4. Create definite plans for carrying out your desire and begin at once, whether you're ready or not to put this plan into action. Step 5. Write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. Step 6. Read your written statement out loud twice daily, once just before going to bed and once right after rising in the morning. As you read the statement, see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of the money. If you truly desire money so keenly that your desire is an obsession, you will have no difficulty convincing yourself that you will acquire it. Only those who become money conscious ever accumulate great riches. Money consciousness means that the mind has been so thoroughly saturated with the desire for money that you can see yourself already in possession of it. These 6 steps were carefully examined by Thomas Edison, and he placed his stamp of approval upon them as being not only the steps essential for accumulation of money, but also for attainment of any goal. This information was received by Napoleon Hill from Andrew Carnegie himself. Reading your statement without associating any feelings to it will simply not work. Your subconscious mind will act only upon the instructions that are emotionalized and handed over to it with feeling. all thoughts which have been emotionalized or given feeling and mixed with faith begin immediately to translate themselves into their physical equivalent. Thoughts which are mixed with emotions of faith, love, and sex constitute a magnetic force which attracts from the vibrations of ether other similar or related thoughts. Faith is the strongest and most productive of these emotions. Making repeated affirmations to your subconscious mind is the only known method of developing emotion of faith voluntarily. How to build practical plans for the accumulation of riches. To build practical plans, you need to form a mastermind group. You need to ally yourself with a group of as many people as you may need for the creation and carrying out of your plan. Step 1. Before forming your mastermind alliance group, decide what advantages and benefits you may offer to the individual members of your group in return for their cooperation. No one will work indefinitely without some form of compensation, although this may not have to be in the form of money. Step 2. Arrange to meet with the members of your mastermind group at least twice a week until you have perfected the plans for accumulation of money. Step 3. Maintain perfect harmony between yourself and every member of your mastermind group. Keep these facts in mind. You are engaged in an undertaking of major importance to you. To be sure of success, you must have plans that are faultless. You must have advantage of the experience, education, and imagination of other minds. No individual has sufficient experience, education, and knowledge to ensure the accumulation of a great fortune without the cooperation of other people. Every plan you adopt in the endeavor to accumulate wealth should be the collective creation of yourself and every other member of your mastermind group. You may create your own plans, but make sure that those plans are approved by the members of your mastermind alliance. If the first plan doesn't work, replace it with a new plan. If this new plan fails to work, replace it in turn with still another until you find a plan which does work. Remember, when your plans fail, that temporary defeat is not permanent failure. Temporary defeat should mean only one thing: a certain knowledge that there is something wrong with your plan. This is the point where a majority of people fail because of their lack of persistence in creating new plans to replace those which fail. The power of determination. When Henry Ford decided to produce his famous V8 motor, he chose to build an engine with entire 8-cylinder casted in one block and instructed his engineers to produce that engine. The engineers believed that it was simply impossible to cast an 8-cylinder engine block in one piece. Ford said, "Produce it anyways," but they said it was impossible. He instructed them to go ahead and stay on job until they succeeded, no matter how much time is required. They tried and tried for 1 year, and when Ford checked on them a year later, they said that it was impossible. Ford replied, "Go ahead. I want it, and I'll have it." They went ahead, and as if by stroke of magic, the secret was discovered. Before success comes to most people, they are sure to meet with much temporary defeat and perhaps some failure. When faced with defeat, the easiest and most logical thing to do is to quit. That is exactly what the majority of people do. More than 500 of the most successful people told the author that their greatest success came just one step beyond the point at which defeat had overtaken them. If you give up before your goal has been reached, you are a quitter. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. To summarize, be clear on exactly what you want. Write down what you want to accomplish that you truly desire. Review your burning desire day and night long by making repeated affirmations to your subconscious mind. Visualize what you want to accomplish while reading out the statements. The subconscious mind will only act on the dominating desires that have been mixed with emotions such as faith. Make definite plans that are in harmony with your mastermind group to accomplish your desires. And finally, number 4, back your plans with persistence. Thomas Edison tried to perfect the light bulb 10,000 times before he achieved success. If you keep on failing, remember that you still have 10,000 more times to go. Thank you for watching this video. If you felt like I provided you with some value, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.